In Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker, it is revealed that Rey is actually a Palpatine. The plot twist is expanded upon in Disney's novelization of the movie, which reveals that Rey's father was actually a failed clone of the Emperor that was imperfect and not worthy of hosting the Emperor's spirit. Both the novelization and movie heavily imply that there were many failed clones made for years that were intended to host the spirit of Palpatine. But what were their flaws? And what are the implications for the rest of the Star Wars universe? It is well known that Sheev Palpatine had an insatiable lust for power and control, constantly seeking to increase his influence and his ability in the Force. All of Palpatine's failed clones did not have any potential for power or influence, but they did keep Palpatine's insatiable lust. That insatiable lust, compounded with a lack of Force ability or influence to channel it through, resulted in the failed Palpatine clones becoming incredibly horny, fleeing the compound to seek partners across the galaxy. As we now know, one horny Palpatine clone eventually became the father of Rey, who would go on to defeat Palpatine on Exegol. However, Rey was not the only descendant of a Palpatine clone, as he had been attempting to generate a perfect clone for years, leading to countless defective, powerless, but extremely horny genetic copies of the Emperor. The very first failed clone of Palpatine was Ilan Sleazebagano, a death stick dealer on Coruscant. This clone was the first instance of a Palpatine clone having insatiable lust, but no power. As a result, Sleazebagano spiraled into the underworld of Coruscant, drifting from club to club, selling death sticks in order to fund his nightly routine of hiring escorts. As a result of his crippling sex addiction, Sleazebagano had created dozens of Palpatine offspring, which could have major implications for the rest of the galaxy should any of his children become awakened in the Force. A second example of a failed Palpatine clone is Panda Baba. Panda Baba was an Aqualish smuggler and also the son of a failed Palpatine clone. Panda Baba is seen in the spaceport cantina telling Luke Skywalker, "I don't like you." Baba naturally has a distaste for Jedi because of his Palpatine genetics, and this shows itself when he confronts Obi-Wan and Luke. This confrontation would foreshadow the final showdown between the Skywalkers and Palpatine in Return of the Jedi. A different failed Palpatine clone found his way to Tatooine and engaged in a relationship with an R5 droid, resulting in the birth of R5-D4. R5-D4 was initially purchased by Luke Skywalker's uncle Owen Lars, but his motivator malfunctioned, causing Lars to purchase R2-D2 instead. R5 had the traditional Sith red colorings, mirroring his grandfather's lightsaber. R5 truly showed his Palpatine genetics when he blew his own motivator instead of taking orders from future Jedi scum Luke Skywalker. Those were 3 examples of offspring of Emperor Palpatine as a result of his failed cloning experiments. But what do you think? Are there any other characters that could potentially be clones of Darth Sidious? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.